Do you see my screen?
Yes. Okay. So, okay, there is an ambulance going by. Okay, so let's see what you have done so far. So system, okay, first line number 9, you're just printing that message. And I just want to make sure, can you expand the folder on Java? Just click on Java once so it can kind of expand it.
Here?
No, Java on left side, green project, go back. Okay, let me take control of that. Maybe that's better. Let me get control. Request control, request, yeah. Just to save everybody's time, I'm gonna take control of your computer for the momentarily, just to make sure that we are not kind of zigzagging. Okay. All right, so anybody with a Windows, you see .exe and then there's a question mark. That seems to be correct. So let me see if it runs first of all. Did your stuff ran fine or?
Yeah, it did, but as I said, like you can hardly see it. It's so fast.
Okay. So I'm gonna show you how to like kind of stop to somewhere and see how it works. So your only problem is it just runs fast. That's it.
Yeah, and because I have also closed it when you're using my code, so it just like runs and goes away. That's it.
Okay, so I'll show you another like something that I noticed here. So when you do copy path and you see you got path from content root and you got path from file name, right? And so if you do content root and you remove this and you don't, the reason why you don't want to put all the way, so right now with C drive and everything, is just that later if you share this code with your coworker on his computer, this is not going to work. Can you do command control V from your keyboard?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay, and I believe we got to put 2 of these or the other way. 1 second. Windows, I'm not really a Windows user, so it's just okay. There you go. This should be fine. Let me just go ahead and run this real quick. If it doesn't, then it's probably the other way. So can somebody tell me why do you think it's not going to run if you have the other way? You got C drive and all that stuff in the front for this path?
It won't work for anyone else because they won't have the same path to the driver.
Exactly. This is going to be different for everybody, but okay, maybe I messed up the path. 1 second.
I got a quick question on the path. I'm doing it on Eclipse IDE and I don't see I see builds path, but I don't see like for it to show the path.
Okay, so you can still take it just like this, right? If you create a driver, right, you can still manually write the path. That's
okay.
Yeah. And then okay, finish code 0 without any problem. And you said it just ran fast. I mean,
yeah.
Did you even see like the Chrome coming out?
Yeah, I did. So
just now it came out.
Sorry.
So just now, if I run it, you will see the Chrome coming out.
Oh, okay. You cannot see it.
No, I can't. Maybe okay. Why don't you share the whole screen? Stop and then share the whole screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you say you asking me to share the whole screen, so do you mean, I don't know what you mean, like, sorry, because I have so many windows open.
Okay, so when you share your screen, right, you click on share and then the first option is desktop, right?
Yeah.
That means we can see anything and everything that you open in your computer.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that. Cool. All right. So I'm just gonna run it and see how fast that could be in your case. I'm just gonna take control again since you just reshare. All right. In the meantime, and the next person just be ready, because this is gonna be fairly quick, right? We don't have much struggle here.
I can go afterward. If you want.
All right, so see, it's opening and it's going in there. The thing is that the reason why this is fast is because that's how we want it, right? Because otherwise it wouldn't make sense to automate if it's slow enough. And then remember yesterday we had some issues with the exception connection reset, and okay, let's see. Listener error, so many errors. Okay. Version, okay, found version, okay. So you know how when you go to pom.xml and you had 400, I would try another version where this issue is not in existence, right? Because when you look into this package and you'll see that the same issue yesterday, we're already ahead of our time, meaning like 4.0 is relatively new and there will be some issues. But that's fine. It's still running the test and everything, but it's not satisfactory because the connection issue here. The Chrome driver always have to be, I don't know if you did this, but if you open your Chrome driver and you go into file somewhere, okay, there we go. It's right here probably. And if you click on setting, right, and you see the version of this about Chrome, and you see 98.0, as this is what exactly you have, right? You downloaded it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So then in this case, your everything is running just fine. It's just that these warnings is happening because of the version of Selenium that you have. I see this guy is the main issue here. So if I'll just change that and then see if that fixes the problem. I'm pretty glad that you guys actually finished something, at least did something, right? Instead of waiting for the last moment, because this is definitely needs a little bit of attention. So you got this right there, and this is where the problem is. So we're gonna go back to maybe 3.1.4 and just use this for now, because it's for learning purposes. We don't have to worry about higher version right now. If anything, you should probably do the lower version because like if you used it on your resume, let's say you used it in the past and you know that only the current version, it doesn't make sense, right? Go back, this is yours. Okay, and then this is your Selenium. Oh, trying to scroll down.
The first one.
Yeah. Okay, can you do command, control V? I can't paste anything there. Okay, so it's red, which is good. I'm gonna click on this and it's gonna download all the dependencies in the bottom. And by the way, this is the framework that you will probably not use at work because we're gonna make something better than this. We're gonna have maybe at least 6 or 7 type of dependencies to make something even better, something more powerful. And this is kind of going to lead us there, right? So if you guys kind of get through this and understand it, and then we'll probably learn something even better. Okay, so now we are expecting not to see this thing. If that shows up again, that's going to be a problem. Okay. All right, cool. And continue. You did continue, right? Which is good. It's just that you don't know what's happening after, right? So you need to prove, as you can see, everything is happy and healthy for you. So what I will probably do at the end, before quitting the browser and you want to see what happened, where did it stop? just do something like this. This is from Java, by the way. Okay, this is nothing to do with Selenium. So you can say Java, do something for me. So you can say thread. You see, it's coming from Java. And you can say, you know what, I want to wait for 5 seconds or something. So sleep. And then you see milliseconds. If I want 5 seconds, then I need 5,000 milliseconds. And now this guy is upset when you just click on that and there is a red light bulb and then it says add exception to method signature. That's what we need to do. Either one, try catch could be also added, but this is something that we want to add for sleep. Now, if you run it, it will wait 5 seconds before it disappears. The driver disappears. So if you're at work and you want to slow down or something, you can use this. This is one way. I wouldn't probably, there is a better way than this. And we'll talk about it. But for now, I would say learn this first. And then we'll talk about how to slow down the driver itself. The way Selenium runs, how can we slow that down instead of like just putting a manual wait and say, hey, can you wait here for 5 seconds? All right, so that solves your problem, and you can continue to use sleep until you no longer need it, and you can erase the sleep at the end. You see, it's waiting now. You're on the next page, it's waiting, and then it will quit after the 5 seconds. Now, let's say suppose you want to do some work after the page goes into that, after it goes into that page, then I would say instead of 5 seconds, put 50 seconds, maybe like, so 50,000 zeros, and then you will be able to wait 50 seconds and just enough time to look at the browser, debug. You know what debug means? Anybody know what debug means? Okay, debug means you're basically going through the code, kind of fixing things, just looking to see what this line do, what that line do, right? So for debugging purposes, you can definitely use the sleep. All right, next person. Thank you. If you need anything else, you can.
No, I'm good. Thank you so much. So I will just record it and send it to you. Maybe.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, thank you so much.
Welcome. All right, you can stop sharing, and then next person.
I can just click on screen sharing.
Yep, and then share the whole thing.
I have a quick question. At the end, are we supposed to like tell it to close?
So whenever you create a task and you don't ask it to close, what's going to happen is, maybe let's say you're running on a remote machine. The machine could be somewhere in the cloud, right, that your team set up, and you're running it and you're not closing browsers. One day your machine is going to have so many browsers open that it'll probably crash, and it'll affect the performance of that machine also. So when we write our tasks, we close the browser. We also do cleanup. If you create data in database, we'll also clean up the data. If you create, let's say, some sort of users, you can delete the user at the end of the test as a let's say, for example, let's say you create orders, right? You work for eBay and you continue to create orders. One day you're going to end up with 1 million orders because you run your test maybe 10 times a day. And we have different kind of orders, right? So even if you create 100 orders per day, that's a lot of orders that you're creating, and your database is taking all this heavy load. So part of your test should be also clean up and say, okay, after everything is done, I want to go ahead and clean things up.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. So what's the issue we're looking at here?
It says
So
package join can be upgraded to version 4.13.
wait, where is this? Okay, so package JUnit can be upgraded. Okay, this is not a error, right? This is a warning to say, hey, we have a new version. Do you want it? So my question is, do you want the new version? We don't want it, right? Okay. So then, this is just external library. You don't touch them. You're not even allowed to make any modification to them, because these are coming from like external libraries, right? So these are already built for you. You don't touch anything. You're allowed to use them, but you're not allowed to touch them.
Okay.
Okay, so go up to your source and let me see what's in it. Not here, on the project. Okay, let me take
on the project.
Yeah.
Do you want me to click on the down arrow?
No, 1 second. Just accept or hit.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Sure.
Oh, you want me? Okay.
Yeah. So that way we don't spend too much time. Okay. So, all right.
Just
So
give me
you-
1 second. Give me
Yeah.
1 second. Apologize. I apologize for the delay. Okay.
No worries.
All right. So what do I click? Hello.
I have a control. 1 second. Give me 1
Oh,
second,
okay.
okay? Let me look at this one. Okay. So when I click on source and I want to see a few things, let's see, Java. So why is your Java file empty?
I don't know. I clicked something because remember I told you I couldn't find how to do it. You know, I might click something.
Okay. So, all right. So you set up the structure of the project. That's fine. Project name, we try not to put a space, and
Okay.
number, right? So a few convention we have to kind of keep in mind because this is, it's going to help you at work, right?
Okay.
So now let's see a few things. Since you have your Selenium, I'm just gonna get you running. So let's say first test. That's your first test. And then what we're missing here. Do you know what we're missing here first? Let's say I want to check if I have the right, Java and stuff like that. What do you think we're missing to begin with?
We have to, let me think.
No problem. Take your time.
Like print dot out.
No.
No, system dot out dot print.
And it'll
Public
print.
static.
But what is the intention? What is your goal? What do you want to do? Tell me.
It's like a public class driver or something.
No, but let's talk about the goal, right? Whenever you program something, you want that program to do something for you. So what is your goal? What do you want to do? And I'll write the program for you. You just tell me what do you want to do.
Test the program.
We don't test the program.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm just thinking like, because everything is so new to me. I keep forgetting.
Okay, so a few recommendations and then I will probably make this work for you. One recommendation is that I want you to go back and watch all of the at least Java videos. It's still available. So this is gonna keep you with everybody else because what's gonna happen soon enough, you're gonna be hitting the advanced classes and you're going to be more lost. So I would say try to get, whatever time you're putting, try to get a little bit more time.
Okay.
And this will help you with this, at least getting up to speed with everybody else. I think so far, what I heard today from everybody else seems like they at least got to this point where they're able to write few lines of code. All right, so the first thing first, in Java you need main, right? Main method. So public static void main. And why do we even need main? Any idea?
I don't know. That's what I've told you. I am, I watched the videos, but then I got confused. because of my system, I could not do manually, like, I didn't type code manually. So that's why, it's hard for me to memorize everything. So
Right.
now I just started like, practicing, more than just watching the video. So maybe it's going to be help me,
Yeah, I would say even if you watch anybody else's video, it still will help you to get up to speed. So notice few things here that is not happening for you is that Selenium does not match a valid ID pattern, blah, blah. So I don't know, where did you copy, like, did you write this yourself?
No,
copied
remember,
it?
when you share the last part of the video, like
Mhm.
you was telling step by step,
Yep.
you have to go to the website and then you can download the, like it's
Right,
called.
right.
So I just copy and paste.
Okay, so that's good. Now, few things here that is wrong, which is you got dependencies here, dependencies closing here, dependency opening, opening, and then project. Okay, something is definitely is red. So I'm trying to fix and try to see what's the deal with the okay, artifact with Selenium does not match a valid ID pattern. So something happened here. The group ID with your Selenium is not correct. So I'm gonna go and try to go to Maven repository real quick and then try to do that for you guys. Anybody else that is watching and you haven't get to this far, at least this will also gonna be helpful for you.
Teacher,
Yes.
even I have some things like red. I don't know what is going on.
Right here.
Like
Okay.
under dependencies, I see red sign, but I don't know why.
DENCIES. The spelling is correct. I don't know what it is, but let me see. I just want to make sure that it's good. Org Selenium HQ. Let's see what you have. It's important to know the issue. Enter your search term. What is this? Why is it even there? Did we do anything? Okay. I can't even read this anymore. Okay. Org Selenium HQ dot SELENIUM. Selenium. Okay. Selenium Java. Okay. This is your property file, and then this is your project. Have you ever downloaded JDK on your computer?
Yes, I think I did it with Shantabai.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I had the issue on that too. That's
Okay.
why I couldn't do practice at the beginning, because I couldn't figure out what went wrong.
Okay. So let's do one at a time, right? So first thing first, I'm gonna fix the project name. We don't do it this way, okay?
Okay.
Because when you have that space, it may create some issues at some point, right? Selenium this. Okay, so we changed that project. Let's see, refactor again. Directory, okay, rename this. Okay, this is what we renamed. Okay, that's fine. Click OK. Exist, cancel. Okay. Okay. This is where line number 8. What do you see? Because I'm seeing something different. Enter your search here. What is that?
I don't know. How do I eliminate that?
Yeah, line number. I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? It's gonna probably be faster for me to just completely get rid of this and get a new one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna do that. File. So when you create a project, file, new project. Once you click that, you click on Maven. That's fine. Click next, and then let's say your Selenium. Okay, it's so small I can't see, so I'm gonna try to be as, let's see, homework, new, whatever. So this is new, and then finish. New window. The other one you can later delete when you're ready to delete it. Okay. So why is this? Do you even see what's in line number 8?
Yeah, it says enter your search term. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, this is probably a computer related issue. So I'm gonna try to restart this. Maybe that way it will fix it. I don't know. Let's restart this real quick. Okay, let's see. Let me get rid of these things. Sometime a restart works. Exit. All right, I'm gonna check your JDK to make sure that you have it. CMD. Java 17, you got that already. Okay, that's fine. And then all right, let's see. Since we're restarting this, maybe it's gonna work. All right, so notice that mysteriously that is gone, right? But this is not, I think, okay. So the last one, probably because of the space, it kind of got messed up because the ID, artifact ID, you are violating the artifact ID by putting a space, okay?
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's the case. What I'm going to do, open up the other project. I'm not even going to deal with this one. New, and then this one you can delete later. And now it's all good. And so the first thing for Selenium JUnit is not necessary to begin with, and we will probably do that. You can follow the steps later and do it. Let me see if I can paste my stuff. I just copied something. Oh, never mind. Okay. This is not my things. Okay. Okay, so we'll leave the JUnit since you already have it. All right. They should be fixed in like next couple of minutes, so should be good. In the meantime, whoever's next, just be ready.
I'll go next.
I can just go afterwards, right? Now everything's all set.
It's the naming, the way you named it, and you have the
Okay.
space. Because it does few things, right? Based on your project, and you know, you have an ID, and that ID cannot have a space on it, and it's just creates a difficult situation for Maven to handle. Look, can you do Command Control V? Okay, good. Now that you have this, we probably need a new tag.
Why it's the red line underneath the dependency?
Yeah,
Dependency.
DEPENDs. You need the dependencies. That's why. And so that's the opening, and then you gotta have a closing. There we go, done. And now it's all red is because it's not loaded. So I'm gonna go ahead and download. Once you click on that, you see how it's downloading everything here. It's
Right.
because, you know, it knows exactly which version to get and what to get, where to get it from, and everything. Okay, so let's finish, and then we're good to go. In the meantime, maybe we should create some files. Okay, it's quite slow. Usually it takes a few minutes, not even minutes. So I'm gonna wait for this, but I'm gonna create a class, new test. New test. Okay, class name always needs to be uppercase. Public static. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Static. There's a shortcut for this that I forgot. Static. Space. Oh, it's not my keyboard. Oh, 1 second, guys. I'm gonna have to put some charge on my keyboard. Stop working. Okay, now it should be good to go. Public static void. Main. Okay. Let's see if you download I don't know if is your internet slow or if is your computer slow, but if this is how this computer is and slow, I would recommend maybe getting a newer one because you're gonna have more issues later with your computer.
No, I can hear like something running you know, in the background. I don't know, you know, when you can hear the sound, you know,
Yeah,
something running.
yeah, your computer is working hard to install stuff that we just, you know, asked it to do.
Right. And that was the issue before. So I don't know what to do with it or.
Can you tell me what's the memory? What's the memory of this computer? Like 8 GB or 16 GB?
I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta know. So if it's like 4 GB, then no, that's not like kind of up to spec for us to use.
No, I think it's more than 4. It's not
Okay.
4 GB now.
If it's 8 and it's a fresh computer, you haven't downloaded anything and everything is clean, then you can probably get away with using 8. But I would not recommend anybody to get 8 if you're gonna buy a new computer. At least get 16. That's pretty standard
16?
nowadays. Yeah, 16 memory is pretty standard. All right, so first thing first, we want to see Selenium is working. So I'm gonna say Webdriver, and it should probably bring some stuff up. WEB, WebSocket, WebDrive. There we go. So Selenium is all hooked up. Looks like everything is loaded. Webdriver, driver. Can I name this anything right here? Driver, I can name maybe Webdriver is equal.
Browser.
Yeah, can I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. Chrome driver, okay. All right, so now that all is good, I'm gonna have an issue when I run this, and you guys already know the fix. So your issue and the amount of time that you spent is because of simply not naming your project correctly. Okay. So the first thing first, because you need to be able to tell exactly where, you know, your driver is. I'm going to teach you guys a better way to deal with the driver situation instead of downloading. There is a way to not download and nothing. You can directly call driver from somewhere in the cloud, right? So, but for now, we need to learn the old way. So it's fine. System dot out dot. Oh, what am I doing? No, never mind.
Properties.
Yeah, my mind is automatic system. I'm writing this so many times. Okay. Set property, right? Because that's what we want. Set property takes 2 parameters. What is a parameter? So it takes 2 parameters. I'm going to just first do empty string because both of them are string anyway, right? And so I got 2 parameters that are empty. Can you do control V on the first one? Okay, so the first one, you got that, and we have a space for some reason. And the second one is where we, oh, properties is not properties, it's property. Okay, see, this is the one that we're looking for. So it's already there. And then we need to provide the path of your Chrome. So first I'm gonna have to find out what is your Chrome version is, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So you click on that first. Yeah, and click on help about Chrome. And just remember the version 98.0. So I'm gonna say download Chrome driver, and we're gonna go to Google and we're gonna find everything from there. All right. Yeah, this computer's struggling. I don't know if it loaded for you already, but for me it's still, you know, for us it's still loading. But okay, so 98.0 is the one. And in here, I guess all of the Windows users, you guys need this, okay?
Okay.
And then you open it. Once you open, you got this exe already extracted, right? So what I would probably do and drop it somewhere here for the temporary purpose, and then we'll move it. All right, did I drop it or did I not drop it? Let's see, where did it go? It's not here. Let me see. Okay, this is still here. Okay, so I'm just gonna create a folder to be organized. This is you're not required to create a folder, but it's always good to be nice and neat. If you are the person who has so many icons on your desktop, that means you need to work on that, because you got to be better than an average computer user, right?
Yeah, I am. I'm not like, I have a medical background. I'm not a computer person. I know basics, but related to my work. But so that's why everything is so new to me.
Yeah, it'll like I said, as long as you don't give up, you'll be fine. That's the only thing I tell people, because the only thing you can do, like worst thing you can do here, is that giving up, because we have people sometimes spend more than 6 months and still able to learn and get a job. So we see, so now you click on refactor, and now we go in here and we have this. So I'm gonna right click. For Windows, it's gonna be a question mark. For Mac, is gonna be like a black screen, small, and Mac doesn't have exe. Copy, and I'm gonna do copy from content root. This is what I like to do, so that way we don't know. Sorry, turn on. Okay, so clipboard. Okay, this one I would like to control. Oh, sorry. Control V, maybe it's gonna work for me. Oh, it did, because now I have control over your computer. So do you think you can take it from here? If it runs and works fine.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so now just one last thing is that we need to put this up there instead of here. Control X, and you guys should also learn a lot of shortcuts, so you don't look like an average computer user. You look like a better than average computer user, because that's your job, right? You use that all the time. Okay, so it opened up, and then from here, just do what you need to do, get whatever you need to get, or you can just follow one of the video and just write some test, at least do the homework from there. All right,
Okay.
next person, please.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey, Puna. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just sent you my homework. I just wanted to know what you think. It's like a 4-second video.
Yeah, I think I saw the video. Did I reply to that, or let me see?
No, and then I sent another one because I added some wait time in the closing and quitting thing.
Okay, that's fine. I just, okay, I see it now right here. So I'll take a look at the end of the class, so maybe we'll look at together. All right, so who's going next?
Can I go now?
Go for it. Yes.
Okay. So let me share. All right. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. For me, I think I had more struggle downloading it. I don't even know I download correctly, because after he was doing all this thing, I think I didn't download correctly, maybe Selenium, but my code, I understand what I did. But can you check for me if possible in my external libraries?
Okay, so if you click on this, let's see. First, let's go to your pom.xml. So if you let me take control over you. It'll probably be easier for all of us. Okay, you can just accept. Okay. So click on Maven.
I think I opened class and another class. I don't know what I did.
Okay, so this is not red, so this must be good, but let's see. You got 4111, and remember, this is the same version that is causing this issue. I'm sure most of the companies out there, it's not up to this version yet. They're still testing it. So we see this issue is because there may be now new way of setting up the Selenium, because this is a new version. So we'll go back to the old one. I would say 3.11, something like that. And then you don't have JUnit, which is fine. You can probably just deal with Selenium for now. And then we go in here, and it looks like you got some generated stuff going on. Target.
Because once I put the Webdriver, isn't it the Selenium already should be imported on the top? It should give me that the line of code on the top of the screen. I don't see that.
So we see when you if you didn't have Selenium, then this would
I
be
wouldn't able to drive. Yeah, but where is that line? What, it disappear or I did something?
each line. You talking
Okay.
about this?
Oh, it is there. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
got
it's
it.
there, but if you click on this, it's gonna disappear. It's just that
Oh,
you're
okay.
minimizing it. That's
I
it.
get it. Okay,
Nothing else.
so is it look okay or I did something?
Yeah,
wrong?
it's fine. I would say, you know, this file right here, anything that you see, this is for everybody, right? Anytime you see a dot in the front of the file, this file in normal computer, if you open this file, you will not see this file. This is hidden because of the dot. The reason why you see it is because you're into developer mode, right? You are basically, can you go to that room? Okay. So you're basically not going to see this in if you just open up normally from your file explorer, or if you open up your folder or C drive, whatever, is because there's a dot. And when we use any folder structure with dot is because our intention is not to expose, right? In our project. This one is just a setting. So the IntelliJ, it has its setting. How does it remember your setting? Is by creating a folder, and it keeps everything nice and neat here. So you never have to deal with this one. You don't have to expand it. You don't have to go in there and make changes. This is automatically happening while you change any sort of setting in your IntelliJ. So whenever you see this is not a mystery folder. You can keep it the way it is. You can leave it the way it is. You don't have to worry about it. You can even delete it and it'll create a new one, as long as you're using IntelliJ. Source, and then you have resource. And so maybe, I don't know, and maybe you're following another video, that's totally fine. So that's why you have a different file structure. And then you got target. Target is basically when you use test ng. So I don't know how this showed up here. Maybe you created it. But as long as this is running fine for you, you can continue, right?
Also for the set properties for the Chrome, I just copy and paste it. I couldn't zip the file here. Then I realized, because it was giving me a questions mark, but so it's going to give me a question mark in Windows, right?
So, okay, let me see. So you're on Windows or you're in Chrome?
I'm in Chrome.
Sorry. You're on Windows or Mac? Because
I'm Windows.
Windows. Okay. I thought you were in Mac. Okay, so few problems, right? See program files and you put it into program files.
Right.
So then you don't need this. You don't need this. The reason why you put it here is because you want your coworker to be able to use this if you just give them as is. This code, if you just send them to them, they will be able to use it as long as they have the driver within this folder. That's why we put the folder directly in the project, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay, but the way you did it, it's still fine. Some companies still do it the way you did, but it's probably not the best practice, because now I don't know what version of Chrome you have, right? And if I'm your coworker and I'm running it and it's failing for me and it's not failing for you, it may be because you have an older version and I have a newer version of Chrome, right?
Okay.
So now we're into a disagreement, like, oh no, it's fine. I don't know what you're talking about, right?
Okay.
So that's where the problem is. But if this is working for you, you can continue to do it. Continue with this one. But I would say if you need help with this, I can probably help you out. So if you're 98.0, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let me quickly grab that for you 1 second. I'm not seeing anything else but your IntelliJ. So do you want to open up your Chrome driver? Sorry, Chrome, and go to Google Chrome driver. Yeah, maybe you want to share the whole screen, because I don't know.
Can you see it or no?
No, we can't.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, let me come back. Okay.
Yeah. So after this call, you want to downgrade your Selenium to 3.1.1, I believe, and then we're gonna get the Chrome ready for you. But it's still working. So
You cannot see it?
okay, now I can see. Okay, so now you go in here. Let me see if I can take control of this request. Okay, as long as you give me the control. Okay, Let me see. Click on that. And then 98.0. I'm going to trust you that you have 98.0.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now Windows. And then this is came in zipped. So let's see how we can unzip it in Windows. It should probably
Yeah, I
open up
have
by
a struggle
itself.
for that.
Okay, let's see. Why is it not opening it up? Okay. So why is it that you're not able to share the whole screen with us? Because now I can't. Now you have to stop and share something else.
Oh, I don't know.
So when you click on share,
Okay.
you click on the desktop, the first option. That's the first option.
It just giving me only screen, whiteboard, and that's the IntelliJ I was working. It doesn't give me anything else.
Look for the tab on the up there. There is advanced and there is a regular general. So maybe the first tab you want to click, and then.
Okay,
right,
should I come back?
Yeah. I'll let you figure that out, and then let me know when you're ready.
All right, thank you.
Let's go next.
Can I go next?
Sure.
Okay. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay, so
You have a Mac.
yeah. My question is, here. So if I do it like this, like opening the two URLs separately, it works for me. But what I wanted to do is go to the first URL and then click on this auto insurance quote request. When I try to do that, it doesn't allow me to do that.
Okay. So
it just
the way
stops
that
over
you did,
here. Okay.
yeah, that's fine. So the way that you did, it's if it's working is fine, but the problem here is that you just don't know if that button ever works or not, right? Because you're skipping the testing of the button, right? So let's say you work for this company and you decided to bypass the button, and none of your test actually clicks on the button. So one day the button doesn't work, you will not notice that, right? So that's why it's better to go through the button, and you don't want to have more than one URL.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to do in that way. But when I did like try to check the button, it didn't go. It just stopped at this, going up to this URL, and it stopped.
Okay.
Also,
So
one more thing, I didn't download the JUnit. I tried to do only with Selenium. Is that anything to do with that?
So JUnit, I'll explain a little bit more so we can use it. It's fine if you don't want to use JUnit now. Let me see what's happening with this one first, okay? Just gonna put some time to wait here so we can kind of assess the situation. 5 millisecond, 50,000 millisecond here. Exception, go ahead and run this. Okay, you're also using latest Selenium, and latest Selenium has a little bit of issue. All right, this is a good example of maybe some of you guys will face this, but anyway. So you see this thing is blocking your button, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why you can't click on it, because it tried to do it like a human, right? Like the way that we would do it. If this is hidden, if the button is hidden, that means Selenium also cannot do it. Selenium doesn't want to do, and this is happening in purpose. This is not because Selenium cannot do this. Selenium can go behind of things and actually click on them if it wants to. But what we want to do is that we want to mimic exactly how the human would use this application. So therefore, if human cannot click because of this red thing showing up, the red banner showing up, then that's how it is, right? So it's telling us the way it is. And what we can do is we click on this one first, and then we click here. You have two options to kind of deal with this. One is that you can click on X. The other one is that you can scroll down and then click on this. Okay, so you got two options to solve your problem. Now, if you click on X, you want to say if and only if the X button is there, then click on this. Okay, so now if I right click and inspect, okay, let's see the locator, if it has a locator or not, right? So notice close. Okay, so you copied these, Control C, okay, and then go to your code. And now here, before you click on this, right? Before you click on this, you're gonna have to find, say, notice is gonna be banner, right? BAN banner is equal to driver. Is it driver browser? Okay, named it browser, browser dot find element by dot ID, because that's the ID that we have this. And this is a web element. Let's see. Is the web element and this, and let's see what's the deal with this one. Web element, cast web element. Okay, that's fine. So this is how you have to kind of cast it. So now in Java, right? So let's say, I don't expect you to know this. So if you simply Google something like, okay, let me find your okay, you're also sharing only one screen, so can't show you anything. 1 second. I'm going to try to copy and paste it here. Selenium, if element exists, then click. So you have to basically tell Selenium that if that thing exists, right, only then click on it. That's it.
Okay.
So how do I know if that exists? So for example, I can make this, like, for example, Boolean, right? If I want to make this Boolean, let's see. Boolean is, okay, banner is present. So if that's the case, it's going to show, if it's present, it will say true. If it's not present, it's not going to say true. So then I can say notice banner, right? Same thing. I'm just using this, and I'm going to say dot size. Because if it does find it, it will be basically dot size more than 0. Okay. Okay, find elements. Actually, we have to use elements in this case, so we can't do. Okay, I'm gonna go directly use that over there. Okay, size is here. So the way that I guess we have to change the whole thing as Boolean now. It's gonna look confusing, but size, and as long as it's more than 0, this thing is gonna be saying true. We no longer need this. Okay, so is it red? Because I can't see it on my side.
No, it's
I hope it's not red. Okay, so if this guy is there, okay. If this guy is there, only then click on that guy. Only then browser dot this, and this time not elements. This is gonna be element, because element find this by click dot CLI. Okay. So if it's not there, your test is continuing to run, because we don't know if that banner is going to be there for some time or not, right? So if you run it, this should work. Let's give it a run. Okay. And that's why we taught Java in the beginning, right? If and else and things like that, it will come handy when you have more mature understanding about the test. And you see how it clicked on it and then went through. Okay. So anybody else having similar issue, just copy this code and try to, like, whenever you copy code and you don't understand, just try to reason with it, understand it. Try to understand what it is, why is it doing it? And this is just for the next time. So if you have similar issues you can face. All right, so your issue is solved. Let's go to the next person.
Why isn't it's not putting my name and everything here now? Like I did though. Like,
Because we have a wait. So remember we put a big wait right here somewhere.
oh,
So
okay, I got it.
so then now it's gonna wait 5 seconds so you can at least see it. Let's see. All right, in the meantime, who's next?
I have some problem. I don't know. I did some messed up. I just started working.
So yeah, that's why I was saying, like, to you guys before joining this call today, make sure you do something so we have something to work with. So where are you in the process? Are you exactly in the very beginning, or are you at the
I just downloaded Selenium and JUnit, and
okay.
I see some red sign. And before I started working today,
Mhm.
I think I did some messed up with the folders. You can
So-
see if I
So
share the
so
screen.
let me Sultana, let me say this first, right? And this is again for everybody. The reason why I stop and try to explain is because so everybody can understand and learn from the mistakes. When you mess up a folder, and this is something for you and you yourself, you creating this yourself, all you gotta do, right click, delete, and start over. That's it. That's like pretty much without even like, because it's not necessary that you will be fine the first time, right? So you mess up something, it's okay. Just right click, delete, or start over. And this time, just make sure you pay attention to the instructions. All right, so let's see what you have
Should I
next.
stop my one?
Yeah,
Can,
please.
can I ask one quick question?
Yes.
So if, for example, if you're working on the project and we pretty much done everything and accidentally we delete the file or something,
Mhm,
is
mhm.
that possible? We can retrieve it?
Yes, because everything is in cloud. So let's say you delete for some reason you deleted it. It's in GitHub, it's in a cloud somewhere, so you can always, there's a command for it. I'll teach you guys after this when we can move forward, because right now nobody's ready to go to the next. There's very few. I'll not name them, but when we go to the next part of this course, at least for my course, automation side, you're gonna know how to manage your code. So if you mess up, you can just do single command and it'll bring everything back the way it was. All right, so this is the thing. This is full Sultana sharing, right? This is the thing, Sultana, like
One
be
second. I don't know why I'm not able to full screen thing.
okay, so let's talk from here and then we'll try to share the full screen.
Okay, okay.
So number one is what I see here is that you just started, right? So now if I do anything and show you anything, ask yourself, you didn't have your own battle. You didn't have your own fight. Therefore, you're not going to be as good as everybody else, because everybody had their own battle. They fought through the whole journey. And today they are like just feeling better because they had few small issues, which is being fixed, and they're moving forward, right? So you basically it'll not be beneficial, right? Because you're not going to understand the future classes because you haven't had your own struggle with this. The only way, remember, technical work, any technical work, and I'm talking about, it doesn't have to be coding. I'm talking about plumbing. I'm talking about carpentry work. Okay, I'm hearing noise. But any technical work, if you're doing any technical work, you will have to have hands-on in your own struggle. And if that's not what you did, then I can do it for you. And trust me, you will not understand anything. You'll just basically move forward. And that's not the way that we want to move forward, is because we want to make sure that when you get that job, you're able to keep it, you know? All right, so now if I click on your project, let's see what you have. And, you know, let's see. And, you know, you're making the same mistake, right? And we talked about it during this session today, and you could have fixed this if you actually, I don't know if when you joined, but you could have fixed this because this is where the problem, right? You have a space and you have a number. And the Maven is pretty much upset, right? Maven is saying, okay, I don't understand what you're saying, right? I don't understand what is your thing. So this is what I'm going to do for you, right? I'm not going to do this for you. I want you to start over, delete it, start over. This time, choose a name correctly. Homework, put everything together. Don't leave a space. A folder name should not have space, especially if you're using Windows, because it doesn't like it. I think Mac, you can get away with it. Mac does few things for you already, but I would say just to be safe, try not to have space. And if you did, let me see, what's the deal? Do you have JDK installed on your machine? So I was trying to download everything. See, you got nothing. So you didn't even create the project properly. Okay, so, and okay, I'm gonna have to do this over completely. So if I click on file, right, new, we have to build it from scratch because this is not correct. And next. So let's say Selenium, and then finish. New window, I don't want to open it here, so you can delete this later. Yeah, that's okay. I don't know. You guys need to learn how to share your screen properly because this is kind of getting repetitive, you know, and at work we don't do that, right? We don't repeat. When you go to work on the first day and they give you instructions, that's what you follow. Because when you have to repeat it, that means you're not doing your work, right? They gave you the instructions. All right. So here's the deal. Next person, please, and I'll let you figure this out. Let me know when you can share the full screen and we come back to you.
Teacher, can I share with you?
Sure. Can you unshare? Okay, yeah. Can you unshare and then I'll go to the next person. I just don't want to wait until you figure it out. So I'll let you figure it out. I'll come back to you at the end. Hasina, sorry, Sultana. All right, so let's go for it.
If no one is sharing, should I share?
I think Hasina wanted to share, right?
Hold on, just a few seconds, please.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
sure.
first option, when you click on share screen, you'll see where it says desktop. So don't choose anything else. Just say desktop. That's it. And you're good to go. All right. Later, you can click on later. We don't want to quit. All right, cool. Open preference. Maybe this will give you, because now I will not have control, right? Just go through the setup. Okay, accessibility, click on that. Down there, accessibility. There is a man, yeah, right there. There we go. And then you just want to unlock and click on that button right there. Yeah. Unlock it, click on the lock. Yeah, so this is basically allowing you to be able to give somebody else control, and your computer is asking you for that permission. Okay. Once that is done, tell me where is your struggle and we go from there. Where is the problem?
Teacher, actually, I installed the Selenium and also JD unit, but here I'm struggle because I don't know. I installed the J unit, but right now I don't understand what can I do next step. I mess up, but I think I'm okay, but I need to know the next course of action.
After
Okay.
the JD unit.
Were you able to run this?
Yes.
Okay. And it runs fine?
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. Can you, yeah, just give me access to this. Okay. All right. So seems like you're able to run it. Let me just go ahead and run it for you real quick. And the homework wasn't actually this, right? Because this is the previous thing that we showed you. The homework is to use the new insurance domain and fill out the first page. So after this, maybe you want to change the URL and do the first page of the homework. And let's see if it's opening up. Okay, so you're good. You just need to change the test to work with the other, because this website is like nobody maintains, right? So it's, and you see things are showing up. So it's not really something that we want to test. So you can go to the insurance website and test that. And once you're done, what you want to do, maybe there's two things you can do. One, you can use Zoom, log into Zoom, and then just record your screen and then send it to the WhatsApp group, or you can just record it with your Windows. And obviously I'm not a Windows user, but I'll show you how to do that. Windows record screen without the audio, with the audio, however you want, and how to record on Windows 10. You just have to follow the step-by-step process. Okay.
Okay.
And that's it. So you should be fine. I would say just change the website and do the other website. And guys, if you feel like you're very comfortable and you did your test and you feel like, this is good, I would say write few more tests, just go beyond that, because the more you do, the better you will be at. And that's only for, that's only going to help you, right? The more practice you have, the better you will be. You will not going to be technical without practice. You're not going to do anything, trust me. People sit in my class, and I'm talking about back in the days, people sit in my class for days, and then a month later I ask them a question, they don't know because they just didn't practice it, right? And it's on you if you're gonna want to take 4 months or 6 months or a year or two. But like I said, practice. This will allow me to move forward to the next chapter of this automation. All right, so I think Fatima wanted to share next, right?
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, no problem. All right, I have 20 more minutes left, so I'm gonna try to.
Give me 1 second.
Sure.
I'm doing it on my laptop. So am I showing the full screen or not? I'm not sure.
Yep, I think so. I don't know. I don't think so, but okay. Oh yeah, you are. Okay, that's good. Go for it.
Perfect. So my first problem was the one that Famida told, that I'm gonna steal from her. And the second thing is, because of that, I cannot run the rest of the code. That's not running because it's stuck on the first page. So how do I run the next of the code? It's
Okay,
still
so that piece of code that I showed, you can probably implement that by going back into this video. But do you want me to look into this 43, line number 43, where's the issue?
Oh no, because I cannot run this code because it's stuck on that page. Do you think these are good?
Yeah, so I guess I will fix that. Now, here's the deal, line number 43, what's wrong with it? Tell me. Let me take some controls. I can show you what I
Oh,
mean.
there should be an integer.
This is an integer you're saying?
Line number 43, phone numbers and keys. That
Okay, so let me give you a tip. So if you don't know it's a number or a string, you do a dot and you do a send keys, right? And it says I will enter characters in sequence if you ask me, right? And it is a void, and basically here send keys only takes string. I don't know why it's not showing on your side. but it's only takes string. Even if you have to put numbers, the number gets validated after you enter in the website, not here. Okay, our code is, this is how we're gonna be. So you can put like your phone number if this is the case. 646-222-333-3 so this is how you'll be able to type the phone number there. Now the problem with the same issue, right? Let's go back. Okay, so up until here it runs, right? Let's see, driver.get. Okay, that's fine. And this is where it doesn't run. This is where it doesn't run. So I'm gonna put a sleep just to make sure that, okay, can I get control? Don't run it. Don't run it. Okay. Okay, good. So now right here, I'm gonna put a sleep is because what I wanna see is like what's really happening. I wanna go into that point and then fix it from there, exactly from there, right? So I'm gonna say thread.sleep, and now let's say I'm gonna 50 milliseconds. That's really 5 minutes, I think. No, yeah, something like that. No, 50 seconds. Okay. So let's run this. And these are the real problems, right? These problems that you're seeing here, you'll see it at work and you'll need to know how to handle it, right? The easiest way to handle this, the other ways was to just maximize the screen through your program. So I'm gonna give you the unique, you know what, I'm gonna give you another way to fix this instead of doing the same code, okay? So Selenium, okay, let's see. I'm gonna show you how to get that answer. Selenium Webdriver maximize screen, right? Okay, so let's see what does the website gives me. So right here, Stack Overflow is the one that is trusty always, right? That's the one I like to use most of the time. And now you got yourself a very nice little code, line of code that will just make your screen all the way, right? So copy, or you can use this, right? If you're using Chrome. So you got two ways. It said this will work for IE, Firefox, Chrome does not work. Okay, so we already right off the bat know that Chrome doesn't work if we use this line. And that's why you have to read everything, unfortunately. For Chrome, this is what you have to use. Okay, so we will then. So you see Chrome actually takes parameters, right? So we'll now pass that on to the Chrome, and this should be fixing your code. Okay, so if I can paste this here, how do I, okay, can you do Command V here, Control V or Command, yeah, Control V. Okay, so a few things that is red, it's not a problem. We don't need this line, all we need is options inside here. And then we remove this line because we already have it. Okay. In options, okay, this is our option, and click in this, and then you're probably gonna find a red, something red light bulb I'm looking for right now. Why is it not showing? It's gotta be a red light bulb somewhere. Let's see if I right click, okay. Hover, maybe, okay. Import, you gotta import it, okay. So once you import it, this guy, it says also need to be, cannot resolve, okay, that's fine. Red light bulb, rename reference. So add argument, okay, that's fine, I renamed it. So what's the deal? You can now candidate font for blah, blah, okay, so I think I did this, is arguments, I think arguments, maybe, I guess let's try this. Okay, so let's give it a run, I don't know, it's experimental for now, and we'll run it. So in a commercial framework, we always do maximize screen, and let's see if it does it for you. Boom, it did it, right? Don't you? Do you see maximize screen? Right. So now that you maximized your screen, you can actually see that it is already visible. If this is visible to you as a user and a human, then it is also visible to Selenium. Okay. Anything that you can do as a human, Selenium can do. You just have to know how to do it with Selenium. Okay. So I'm going to exit out. And now I'm going to remove our wait because this was just to help us. So maybe we'll put a 5 seconds so you can actually 5 milliseconds, which is like nothing. You know, let me put 1 second so you don't misunderstand later. 1000. That's 1 second. So 1 second later, it will click. Rerun. So this is another way to solve the same problem. It's like math, right? You have multiple options, but you as a QA engineer will have to make that choice, right? Now in this case, it's still not working. And again, it could be because this is top of everything else, right? So it has nothing to do with hiding it behind this one, right? It has nothing to do with it. It's just that this guy is top of everything and this is transparent. So that way you can see this, but this guy is actually on top of it. So we still have to implement what we talked about. So maximize screen, as we saw, as a maybe as an option for other cases, but in this case, maximum didn't work. So we need to go back and fix that. So when you come here, you'll have to first create a Boolean. So Boolean, and you're gonna say something like this, alert in page. So this is gonna be true if that's the case, and I'm gonna first I'm gonna write okay. Is it browser or driver? Okay, driver. Driver dot find. The reason why you have to use elements because element cannot evaluate how many is there, right? Even if it's 1 is there, we still have to use, we have to know if it's more than 0, that means it's there, right? So that's the idea behind it. Dot ID, and we know the ID of that thing. I believe we do. Let's see, let me go back to your Chrome. It's this guy right here. So we got to find that ID. Okay, right click. And this might be something is going to be helpful for all of you guys because sooner or later you'll probably see this coming for any other alert, not only this one. Copy. And then we're going to see, oh, sorry, keep opening this one up. Control, oh, twice. Dot size will give you a number in return. So how many is there, right? We just make sure as long as more than 0 is there, is going to say true, right? So if that's the case, we can say if alert is there, then I want to do something. Otherwise, don't do it, right? So which is driver dot find. This time you have to use number without these. You have to use singular and then by dot ID. Oops. Okay. And then Control V. Now it's close. Dot C. Click. So as long as you click that, it'll probably close it, and we should be good to go. So both of your problem is solved, right? Anything else? One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. Interesting. It should click on that thing.
It's not solved yet.
Yeah. Let's see. It should have clicked on it. Okay, let me see real quick what's happening in the code. Okay. You visited this right away. You are going into this. I'm gonna put a simple wait because it may be like too fast, right? So I'm gonna put a wait here for like a second. Mm, 2 seconds later, we will check for this. If that's the case, it'll go ahead and click and we're good to go. And then you guys need to downgrade your Selenium to 3.1 because we're going into unknown, right? These are new version of Selenium. Even the companies, some of the companies are not even using these versions. And we don't know what problems we're gonna face, right? And that's one of the things. It just didn't click on it or something. Let me see. Okay, so maybe the logic I put in there, it's not proper. Let's see what we're saying.
I think after the string, you want to put the driver get URL first and then the Boolean. Like, you put the string URL and then the driver get URL is after the Boolean. Is it something like that?
No, because so you're visiting this page and already that banner is there at the bottom, right? Then I'm saying that alert in page driver.find elements binded by ID is this. I don't know if this is ID. I gotta check that. And dot size, if it's more than 0, then say true, that is correct. And if this is true, then it should basically do this. That's what we're saying. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let me go to your URL real quick right there. Inspect. Okay. ID, this is an ID, right? So close an X, okay. So for now, I'm gonna remove this logic. Okay, less than, if it's less than 0, then click OK. I'll remove this logic for now and then do without the logic. Let's see. And I keep this, it's always true. I mean, this is just temporarily, so obviously it doesn't make sense. If it's true, then why even putting? Okay, so let's see. That's does it. Because I don't have a lot of time. Okay, and then you see, notice how it's keep on laying because each one is a new browser. Each one gets created freshly. Just got to right click and delete them. And now it's not even working. I don't know. We probably have to run it again at some point, but I will let you guys, I may be back in 10 minutes or so. Let's see, let me get rid of this stuff first. Just want to make sure. So 2 seconds you're waiting. I'm gonna get rid of this code because we not need it right now. So Chrome with options. No longer needed. No longer a need. No longer a need.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I just did in my one the way you did, and it's not working. So let me tell you again what I was saying. So you see after string URL, and then you put the booleans, and then you put driver get URL. So you put the driver get URL after the string URL. And
Oh,
then
yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I wasn't even looking at this. You're right. Okay. All right. So this is where the issue, right? Your line, remember, it's running sequentially. So one line at a time. You're calling it here. I'm just thinking, okay, URL is right here. What's going on, you know? So we can probably get back to the logic that we had before. Copy. Thanks for pointing this out. It's a long day for me. Control V because you have a Windows. That's good. Oh, never mind. Control C. Control V and you just got to move this up, right? Because that's happening after. Okay, so it has to make sense, like the logic and everything. We don't need even sleep anymore. So it's good to go through this struggle. Let me see. Okay, so notice it just got rid of it, but it's not clicking because probably, oh, it did click, okay. I just wanted to see how you wrote it. Okay, let me just go ahead and run this. Because I closed the browser before it did its thing. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come on. Let's see what's the deal. All right, so let's see the thing right here, right? So you got a bunch of issues. Chrome version is 98, and then you got the Chrome browser. So definitely you want to check your versions, 98.4, 7, okay. If that's the case, it says using ID, but the value is this. Who can help me with this one right here? It's what can I change here to make it work?
Again, teach. My eyes are. What was the question?
So line number 28 is clearly wrong, right? Not everything will be ID, right?
Is that was the name? Maybe I have to go again check it.
That's not the name.
link text.
No, let me see. That's the one, right?
Yeah.
Let's go inspect.
All right. So what I will do, I'll give you guys a 10 minutes break. Anybody here? Wait, so tell me how many people left here so far. Everybody's good? Because all you gotta do is change that locator, you'll be fine.
I think it's me only. I'm not sure how many left.
Okay. All right. So all of you guys work as a team and fix this code. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Thank you, Tej.
No problem.
Why this page is coming right now? I was in the other page, right? Okay. Oh, my kids.
You can put link text because it's a link. Like if you click on the, like if you go for inspect and click on the arrow like button.
Or I could put this one, right? This is the ID or not? I'm so tired.
No, but you, I don't know about that, but you can do with the link text, that I know, because that's a link.
I did the link test first time. It went like horrible long.
Okay,
This one, right?
No, do by link text and then put. Okay, do the inspect again, so you will get the line, the auto insurance quote request. Yeah, yeah. So it's a link because it has this A tag.
This one, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you don't have to put this. You just put by link text and then this auto insurance quote request. That's fine.
Oh. Where am I?
Yeah,
Here.
Yeah.
Driver find element by
link text. Yeah. This one's fine.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah. And then I don't know about submit. It
will be click.
I don't know about I put click. I'm not sure if you can put submit.
Let's put click.
Okay. And then you can run now.
Finally.
Yes. It didn't put your zip code. I think you have to.
Oh no, I didn't go that far. I have to do those variable thing here. Oh, thank you.
No problem.
And what was the issue with the phone number again? We did do numbers with send keys, right?
Yes.
Somebody help me with that one. Let me finish this thing. I'm so tired doing the zip code.
I forgot what was wrong in your one. Sorry.
I didn't see anyone's code. I was like, I was just doing my own one. Yeah.
Is it like you didn't put the double quotation? I don't know. I don't remember actually. I'm just asking.
I did put double quotation everywhere, right? Otherwise it would mark it as red.
No, not now. Like you were asking what was wrong earlier.
No. He was asking like, why did I put as a string or something? Then, yeah, it was something about string and integer. Where are the people who knows a lot? I'm so tired today. I think everyone left. Yes, Faria left me.
All right, guys. So everybody's resolved. Some of you guys got answers from somebody else.
Yeah, Famida helped me.
Okay, good.
Accepting.
All right. There is a spelling issue in line number 33, spelling issue line number 37.
What now? Oh yeah, I see that. Yes.
Remember, we are.
You have Hawkeye. Like.
You remember, we are QA, right? We have.
I know.
If you go to the developer and say, "Hey, you made this mistake," and then let's say you write an email and you made a mistake on the spelling, then he will make fun of you. Like, oh, you can't even fix your own mistakes and you're asking me. All right. So with that said, guys, anything else? Anybody? I think Sultana was last, right?
I have a question.
Wait.
Okay. And okay, so variable name, I don't know. Okay, don't do that actually, because if you update first name up there, you gotta copy and paste it everywhere else that you're using. Get rid of line number 31, copy first name from line number 30, and then paste it in line number 32 and replace the first. All right, line number 32, and then yeah, get rid of that. That's it. And then get rid of 31, line number 31. All right, and then I'm gonna go back to Fariha while you do this. You raised your hand. You have a question?
Yes, my system was running before perfectly fine. I don't know how I did that, but this time when I changed some code and I want to get rid of the COVID-19, the warning sign, my screen doesn't go after, where we fill up our first name, last name, it doesn't go, it's just stuck on the same page.
Okay, so let's look at it.
I'm able to close the alert, then I'm stuck.
Okay, that's fine. And then for Fatima, go to line 33, copy last name and paste it where the last with double T name, and then you're good. Okay, so can you share your screen? I think that'll be the last thing for Fatima, right? Okay, cool. So you're all good. Freya, can you set up, sorry, share your screen?
Thank you, Tej.
You're welcome. So everybody that is working on your side, just look at the code. If you don't understand, it's okay. Just read. Do something different, maybe automate something else. But Google is your best friend. Google it. How do you deal with fields and things like that? You're going to find. Better yet, if you look into Selenium cheat sheet, you're going to find Selenium cheat sheet with different code in it. All right. So if you open it, can you open?
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see what's going on here. You're saying line number, which line it doesn't work from?
19.
Line number 19, after that it doesn't work. Okay, so
no.
Let's look at your spelling, driver, and then. Okay.
Like if you run it, then my screen just stop right there. It doesn't go like first name and last name.
What does it say? Okay, so remember I said you have to read your, the error message. So, oh, what am I doing? Okay, let's see, request control. If you can give me control, then I can look at it. Okay, let's see. Go back to the other screen.
Like try to run this one?
No. I just want to read. You already ran once, so I don't have to run it again. Hold on. So let's see, going up. Okay, same issue. Find element using ID, but then you're using value f name, right? So all you have to do is read.
Okay.
So if you go to f name right here, find element ID f.
No, I'm sorry. This is okay. Like, number 19. if I run the program, is go to the screen and it has a COVID-19 that alert, it close. I'm able to close that. So there is a button auto something I can press, like I have to press it. It should be automatically go to the next page where I fill up my information. That doesn't show me. Should I run it? Can I run it for me?
Yeah, go ahead, go run it. Let's see where is the problem. Let's see.
All right, oh, right here. See, like I'm stuck here. Like, why doesn't
I can't see your screen. You gotta share the entire. This is the same problem everybody having today. Yeah. So stop and reshare so I can see where it starts. Get stuck. Okay, good. Now, if you share, if you run it, I can see. Okay, so you want to rerun that?
Yes,
code?
I'm running. Okay. Like here. Isn't it should automatically go to the next page where they needed my information?
Not seeing anything.
No?
All right, let me see. You gotta stop doing full screen. Let me ask you for a request. Hold on a second. All right, cool. So let's not do full screen. And that's the first thing we will do. Okay, now I can do side by side. Okay. And then I'll just click on run. That's the only test you have, so it'll run.
The alerts.
Yeah, I don't think you're sharing everything because I'm not seeing anything, right? You're probably sharing two things. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just take a look at this. You got yourself IDs main, and then you're clicking on the link. You know, you're clicking on a link, right?
Yes.
So you're clicking on main link. Hold on, let me see which link you're trying to click. So from here, okay, yeah, I don't have access to any of this. So I don't know if you had this issue before, but can you like stop sharing and go back and share like the whole desktop, not just the single screen?
Okay, let me try last time. Okay.
You'll see desktop. If it doesn't say desktop, then don't share.
It doesn't say.
First one options. Look through everywhere and then see if you have desktop. And if you don't have it, it must be a setting issue. So let me see if I can take support. Okay, let me take request desktop control. It's probably better because we do have support in our Zoom. Okay, request. Accept it. Okay, next time I'm not gonna ask you guys. I can do it from here. Just accept on the hit accept. Okay, cool. All right,
Okay.
Much better, right?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Okay. So you see it's opening up and everything. You can see this.
That's the page.
In stock, you're trying to just click on here, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's not the right XPath, right? Or whatever you're trying to do. Because after this, you're just doing XPath, and ID. If this is a link, well, you should probably use link ID. Sorry, link text, because for a few things, you want to use link text because it's reliable, right? Okay. So you click on here, you notice nothing is available to you except for the link text. You only have A. Okay. The main and all that stuff. So it's better to just use the link text. I'm gonna copy this for you.
Okay.
Copy. And now I can make this bigger, not a problem.
Close the door.
Extra space, get rid of. There's another extra space for some reason. Okay. All right. So let's give it a try. And then maybe we don't need this to be bigger. Okay.
Okay.
All right, you're all set. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Thank you so much.
no problem. It's just that if you don't have, like, remember, like last class we talked about in terms of choosing what to use, you have available 7 different options: ID, class name, link text, partial link text, and all that. So just understand that. I would say if you actually go into like somewhere like this, Selenium, cheat. Okay, I don't know why it's typing like this. Cheat sheet, and then actually they do have a better. I think maybe this is the one, or medium, maybe medium. Okay, and they will probably give you like what you can or cannot do. Like it's for Chrome.
Oh, okay, okay.
This is for Edge, Firefox, whatever browser you want. And then what can you do to a link? Okay, what can you do to certain things, right? So it's basically what's options you have. It's like a single place where you can say, okay, I need this or I need that. These are the toolings that you will need to do automation.
Okay. Another question. Some of the classmates who did they use the Boolean and if and else, even though I didn't use in my program, but it's still running same.
Yeah, because it's showing up always. But tomorrow, for some reason, COVID is not a question, and if COVID doesn't appear, then you will, it will not happen, right? You will not be able to see it.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Because it's happening all the time. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Anybody else?
Can I share mine?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, wait, don't share. I'll ask you. I have the ability here, which I didn't know. 1 second. Okay, accept. All right, so we're having numbers of issue here, and that's something to do with your understanding of how things works. If you have parameters like this, like bracket, it has to be with the name of the parameter, right? It cannot be like by itself. Now, where does this portion belong to? We don't know, right? So the moment you put a space, you just disowned that portion, right? And then like you go back here, remove this, and now it's going to give you proper suggestion. Here it says rename reference. So now assert.equal will only work if you have JUnit. The question here is that do you have JUnit? So I'm going to go back in here. Okay, cancel. I don't want to refactor nothing. 1 second. You don't have JUnit, right? And you're trying to use assert. If you now go in like this, maybe victory JUnit right here, and probably you can take the latest, should be fine. Copy. Oh yeah, okay, that's good. Dependencies. Control V. This is the red. And do this, and it should work. I hope you guys are learning something because I'm doing the work, right? The idea was that you struggle and therefore you learn, right? That was the idea. Okay, so now.
I for once struggled a lot. No, thank you. No more struggling.
All right, so the other thing here is that you must have done something crazy that is not working, right? I'm going to check your name. Okay, so name is lowercase here, Selenium 1. I just can't say what it is that you did wrong, right? Add more, no. Public static void main, this much is correct. Web is fine. What it is, that is highlight 9 warning, all problems. Okay. It seems like even your string is not working, right? So
The thing is sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not working. So I'm not sure. Is it like is it in the system or not? I worked last time it worked, but sometimes it's not working. I'm not sure.
Okay. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Don't touch the mouse.
Okay.
$17, you're fine with there. Okay. Okay, that's crazy. Okay. I don't think you have much to lose here, even if we have to get rid of it, because you only have a couple lines. And you probably typed it. The thing is that you shouldn't type next until you know that this line worked, right? That's what I would say. And then, okay, 1 second. Maybe your main method is not correct. Okay, it said public static void main string string. That's good. Args, that's fine. Java base. No, we don't have to add anything. This is something that, yeah, I think we're better off creating a new one because I don't know what causing this issue here, you know. It could be the name, it could be, let me see, maybe uppercase name. Selenium module. Okay, reformat code. Oh, you created a module, you know, this is not even a, you're supposed to create a project. You see module this.
Did I?
Yeah. Okay, so let's create a new one real quick. Anybody else that is remaining here have issues like that we didn't go over? Or this will be last one.
Teach very quickly.
Sure.
How did she create a module without knowing?
The thing is, when you go through this option, click next, you probably chose module. There is an option. Instead of choosing project, she may have chose like the other way. Okay, let me see.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
yeah. So like file, new. Oh, sorry, my God. Like file, new. And now you have so many. You see module right here?
Okay, I see now.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what happened when you create. What is a module? Module is like you're saying, I want to build a library, just like a Selenium where you get it from. You're saying that you want to build that. And then top of that, dependencies. Let me see if you have the closing to this actually. Okay, you did do this correctly. So you can build module and then other people will use your code.
It worked before, you know, when I ran for the opening the website, it worked, but later it's not working, but it worked before. But I was working since morning, it worked. But
yeah, because it's a module. It's just yeah, it works differently. I'm not gonna go into that because it's a bigger topic to talk about. I don't want to confuse anybody here. Okay, clipboard, there we go, and we are all set to create our first test. Okay, so whatever you did, you just have to retype it here. I'm just going to create you a class and okay, first homework or something like that. Something like this. You can change that whenever you want. Public what I believe static. Yeah, static must be it. Void main. Yes. Oh, something is severely wrong with your.
yes, you see when you type the strings, it's showing red, right?
Yeah, shouldn't be.
Yeah, it keeps doing it.
All right, let's not be impatient because Java is a compiled language. And what does it mean? That means you have something, a small issue in the code, the whole project is not going to work, right? So
Nasty. It's,
yeah. String. I'm gonna go ahead and add this to the module right there. I don't know what he have changed before, but let's see. I want to see if that works first. System dot out. Oops. System dot out dot println. So let's see if this works. One second, guys. I'll be back. All right, guys. So I think what I will do is end it here, but one of you guys want to pair up with, I think, for, let's say, Famida, if you want to help, I can leave this open and you guys can work together, or you guys can create a, yeah. So
good evening. I don't know if you could hear me.
I can, yeah.
Yeah, so I had to connect to you from phone because I couldn't do it from the computer. So I was having problem with the issue with this download the Selenium. I couldn't do it. If you could look into it.
All right, we passed the point, right? With the time. So let me let everybody go because we don't want to hold everybody up.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, just message me privately and I'll give you another link and we'll join to see if we can do it. But just give me like a couple of minutes here. All right, and everybody else, I will see you guys tomorrow. I think tomorrow.
If you message you in Slack or in WhatsApp.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank